Look at us. We're so cute. Our sweaters.
So off balance today. Oh my God.
And look, your earrings even match your sweater.
I know.
I'm not wearing
Are
any
these
earrings.
I think these are the ones. No, maybe not. I thought these might be the ones my friend Christine brought me back from Ireland, but I don't think they are. But they do match my sweater.
I've been on a non-jewelry kick lately.
Oh, you know
And probably a non-pants wearing, non-leaving the house kick.
Okay. All right, are we ready?
I think we're ready. Found a new pattern designer. Just saying. Oh, look at there.
There becomes a T.
Dot your I's
Now
across
it's a
your
pattern
T's.
designer, not a pattern designer.
Wow.
I know. See how that one little stroke of a pen, how that
Changed
happens.
everything.
Yep. Well, now you know what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
All right, are we ready?
I think so.
All right. You want to knock it out, or
Sure.
your no clothes
I'll
wearing, not
start.
wanting to go anywhere personality wants me to do it this week? And sparking glasses anymore. I thought I loved them, and I do love the frame, but
Yeah,
maybe it's because I'm used to that being closer to us.
maybe.
Oh well, it doesn't matter. Okay.
Do we want it to be closer? I can
No,
make it
it's
closer.
fine. Don't move it. It's fine.
We can be closer.
Now that we just made 3 people throw up.
That would be me because I have terrible motion sickness.
All right, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
All right.
Go for it.
Hello and welcome to the Full of Knit podcast. I am Karen,
I'm Susan.
and together
We're full of knit. And some other things too. But
Yes.
for today's purposes, we're full of knit.
You can find the podcast on Ravelry and Instagram as the Full of Knit podcast group. Yes. And you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as the Havelock Zoo.
And you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as NC Knitta. And I'm sure Karen's going to put all that right down
I probably am.
there. But guess what you're not going to put down there this time?
What?
The Sockhead Cow by Kelly McClure.
My iPad's probably, I'm going to start editing and my iPad's going to go, wait.
Where is that?
That can't be right.
Ah.
It is all finished.
Yes, it's been finished.
Yes.
But yesterday was actually Veterans Day. Today is the day that we celebrate Veterans Day. So happy Veterans Day to any vets out there. We're kind of, we're in the vet zone down here because we live very close to several military bases.
Yes.
So we have a lot of retired military. At any rate, we just appreciate those guys. And if you did serve our country, thank you so much. If you're married to someone or son, whoever, daughter, thank them for us because we so much do appreciate it. Otherwise, we might not be able to sit here and do what we do.
Right.
All right. So.
Or we might be doing it in another language.
Or in the gulag.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we'd be in the gulag, definitely.
Probably.
Yeah.
Or under the gulag.
They would have come for us years ago.
Well, me and my mouth, they probably would have because I tend to kind of say what comes up, comes out.
So, have y'all noticed yet?
I know, look! Can you believe it? We're date mates and everything.
We are. We're twins.
This was so, it's so much fun to do. So much fun. I would knit another one.
Yeah.
I would. I'm not gonna, not yet, because there's other
No,
things I
'cause
want to
there's
do.
other
But
ones you wanna do.
if someone said, you have to knit this sweater again, I would do it.
Well, it might be fun, like, to put it, have one on the needles and just work on it every once in a while.
Girl, you know I can't do that. I would lose my place. Not 2 months later, I'd go back to it, and I couldn't know. Because it's, well, if I got in the lace part, I probably could. Because then I could mark where I'm at and get back into that. But anywhere like in the short row shaping, there's certain, and maybe I could, because this was knit. I like this because it was knit in sections.
Yeah.
This part, the body and the sleeves were actually not boring because it does have this cable work in it.
Yeah, and the little X's, yes.
Yeah, it just didn't feel like it was, nothing about this was a slog or or boring or.
That's why mine got done so quickly because I was obsessed with it.
Well, that and you had time to.
Yeah.
We were just. She was saying somebody just finally finished theirs, and I was like, well, somebody had time to knit during a hurricane.
True.
I was away from the house for 3 days.
True.
And then had stuff to deal with that I couldn't knit. So
seriously, if y'all are new, sorry, cussing. If you're not, you know that there will be cussing. So
yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
not sorry.
Send your kids to another room.
Yeah, or buy them some earplugs. Or I have
or
other
new video
I have
game.
other suggestions, but they are not politically correct suggestions. Anyway, so
yeah, no, can't take her out in public.
You can just in short
spurts. Yeah,
yep, I'm good. Yeah. All right, so
so besides the Zweig sweaters,
speaking of, Christy Glass has an interview with Caitlin Hunter.
Oh, cool.
And in that video, she does flashcards. Mm-hmm. And she's getting Caitlin to pronounce the names of her sweaters. Oh. And this was one of them.
And what was it?
And I've watched
you
it
can't
twice.
Remember?
No, but if you put the accent, and I can't remember what language the word comes from. But if you put German, that accent on it, it was something like Zweig. So maybe it is German.
It's German, Zweig.
I think it was. Yeah. Anyway, if you want to know how to pronounce this sweater and others of Caitlin's
properly instead of like us,
true, then go to Christy Glass interview with her. And cool. That was an interesting interview. I learned a lot from her podcast. Mm-hmm. Different people, different podcasts to watch, or just anyway. I enjoy hers every now and then. Yeah. It's not something that I watch all the time, but I did enjoy the Caitlin Hunter one, probably because we were working on this sweater at the time.
Right. That's cool. You smell mine? Can you smell it?
Oh, it smells good. What is it? Tough?
This is Tough Woolens in the lavender scent.
Oh, yeah.
I know that we had used the blueberry lemonade on some stuff, and it didn't really have as much of a scent. Oh, I thought you said you couldn't smell it.
No. Well, what's the one you got me? Was that the blueberry lemonade?
Yeah.
Because that's the one I did my cozy blanket with. Mm-hmm. And that one was...
It wasn't the scent you were looking for. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The lavender is lovely.
I'm going to do this. By the way, I'll just tell you. I have not blocked or woven in any ends there.
Or taken out the markers.
That's because I have to sew up my pit hole. So, the markers are still in there. I actually walked in the store.
Tiny little marker hairs in her.
I actually walked in the store.
And then we have all the...
Yep. And
I noticed today when I put mine on that I actually have some ends that I didn't weave in.
Oh, really? Well, I haven't gotten to that because I haven't blocked it. But I am going to block it because I don't like the way this bunches up here. I want it to be flatter like that.
It opens up more because I washed mine and blocked it a little bit. I didn't want it to stretch out too much.
No, fit-wise, it's okay with me. It's just that I don't like this bunching.
Put your shoulder up next to mine. Well, it's not going to open up too much.
I just want it to lay flat like this. I don't like that bunchy thing in the back. And I think it's because it's probably my color work too. It's the first time I ever did color work, and the lace.
Oh, yeah. No,
it's keeping it bunchy a little bit. So anyway, I'll get that done, but I just got it finished, night before last?
Oh, see, look.
Yeah, mine are somewhere.
I thought I wove them all in, apparently.
I think I did on my sleeves.
Apparently I did not.
No, well, I did and I didn't. I wove them, but I left them out for blocking purposes. But other than that, love it. I knit it again, and this yarn, we knit this out of a yarn I dyed. It's a MCN. So this color, if you haven't ever watched the podcast before, this color is the same color. I think we're just going to call that our Full of Knit podcast colorway. And then her favorite color is brown. Mine is green. So that's where the body of the sweater came from.
Yes.
So love it. And I put in this color on my blanket. And then I'm going to do this color. Cool. And then I'm going to do the brown. So that this is in the middle of our two sweater colors. On my cozy memory blanket.
I'll probably do that too when I get around to it.
Yeah, when you think about it.
I think about it.
Yeah.
So you got anything finished, or you want me to go first?
No, I have finished.
Oh.
I know, right? So this is my first finished object. Second finished object is our friend Lisa that has the Knit Nook down in Moorhead was having a holiday. Is it holiday?
A holiday gift knitting extravaganza.
What she said. And so I went down there a couple Saturdays ago because I had seen, is this a free pattern?
Yes.
It is, okay. One of the things they're knitting were these slippers. So I went down and took the class, or went down there to knit, and
there's the non-felted slippers on Ravelry, and then this is Biscotte's version, Louise Roberts' version, where you don't have to graft them at the bottom.
oh yeah, that's great because I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to do that. But anyway, while we were sitting there, what was it, 3-hour class, 4-hour class?
Yeah, it was
4
from
hours?
10 to 2.
10 to 2. I got almost one complete. So there's one. And then I went home, finished it, cast on the other one, and I finished these all in a day. So you could get a pair done in several hours in a day. So I got one pair. I'm thinking these are going to be a gift knit. I know, right?
I made some too, but I've been wearing mine, so
No, not me.
we won't hold them too close to the camera because they're full of cat hair.
Yeah, that's
That might even be some cat barf. I don't know.
Oh, seriously?
Monday was not a good morning.
Ugh.
Oh, look, and there's fuzz inside.
You know what? I think the next pair that I knit,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to knit this part
Mm-hmm.
higher.
Oh, I did. See
Yeah,
mine?
I saw that.
I did mine
I think I'm going to knit it
a couple rows higher
Yeah,
because
I'm
I
gonna
was
knit
trying them on
several
as
rows
I
higher.
knit them, and
Because, didn't you say this has a thing for a bigger size?
if you go on Ravelry and look up that pattern, you'll see that she has a new version of
Mhm.
it that has, and it's
Bigger
also a
sizes?
free pattern, and it starts from like baby size all the way up to like men's extra large.
Cool, because this would be
But
perfect.
those are top down,
oh,
and
they
you
are?
will have to graft them
Oh,
on the bottom.
well, poop.
But you know, you might be able to look at the pattern and start it this way and then figure it out.
Well, this says it stretches up to a size 11 for
Women's.
a woman. Right. So what's the difference in a woman's 11 and a man's?
That's probably
Like, would a man's 9 be a woman's 11?
somewhere around there.
Well, I'm just thinking that these would be cool for the kid because he doesn't really wear socks except around his house.
yeah,
And he doesn't want them any higher than an ankle. So
right.
anyway, that might be an idea. But I think I'm definitely going to do a couple more pairs of these for gift knitting.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
Super duper
These
quick.
are great. And these are out of Barocco's Ultra Wool.
Yeah, I have some for booty call.
Okay.
But
It's a superwash wool,
Oh, I
100%
have a label.
superwash wool.
how about me?
Yeah,
I got a
look at
label
you.
and everything. There you go.
And now I'm going to put mine back on.
So when I sent Karen a message last night and I said, hey, we're going to wear our sweaters tomorrow. She's like, yeah, I'll probably have to cut the heat off.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like 50 degrees
Yeah, it's
today. And I
chilly
haven't
today.
been hot. Have you?
No.
Well, you hadn't had yours on all morning. We had
Right.
no class this morning
Right.
first before.
Yeah.
I've had it on the whole time and actually it's
Well, it's
pretty
kind of chilly
cozy.
in here. And my living room, we call
Oh, it is chilly in here.
Yeah. My living room we call the cellar because it doesn't have east-west exposure, so it doesn't get a lot of
Oh,
sunshine
yeah.
in there. So it stays cool.
I guess that's all my.
Is that all you're
I
finished?
think that's all my finished is my sweater and those. And if I finished anything else, I forgot it. So
Well, I finished, finally, doo-doo-doo-doo,
yay!
my birthday cake hat by Katrina Biggs. This was done out of Haute Knit yarn. Excuse me, I was going to cough. Her cocoa fingering in the Falling Snow colorway.
So
And this was
pretty.
fun. This was a good way to learn one color brioche. It was simple enough, and even when you get to the decreases at the top,
Still not tough.
nope, still not tough at all. So
Cool.
I was very impressed.
So do you like doing the brioche?
I do, and now I think I'll be brave enough to try
The
two color. Yeah.
Well,
Could
good.
do the
Then
two
you
color
get good at
brioche.
it, and then you can teach me.
Okay.
Even though I still have that Nancy Marchand class on Craftsy that I've never...
Well, that's what I have too, and that's how I learned to do this.
I haven't taken a look at it since I bought it.
It's a little slouchy, but it's not terribly.
Oh, it's cute. Are you going to put a pom-pom on?
I am.
Ooh. So choices?
Choices. Yeah, I have that one.
Yeah.
Or
I only have one hand here.
Okay. Nope. Or that one.
Either one.
I know.
I like either one.
Well, I figure I have both, and they have the little strings and little buttons.
Right. You can
put
change them out.
the button inside and then pull it through and just tie it in a little bow, and that way
you can change it out.
Yeah, you can change it out. So
cool.
So I do.
Yeah, that one, brioche was on my list of things to learn to knit in 2018, and
it's not over yet.
Well, seriously, like the kid comes
6
home.
weeks.
The kid comes home Friday for Thanksgiving, and I'm thinking, oh, I got plenty of time till he comes home. And
Thanksgiving, he's gonna be home a whole week.
Yeah, well, he always comes home for a week.
Nice.
So I'm thinking, oh, I got plenty of time for Thanksgiving. That's at the end of the month. Well, today's the 11th. 12th. Okay, what she said.
You lost even more time.
I'm telling you, I had no clue that. I mean, Christmas is going to be here
before you know it.
No doubt.
I don't think our kid's going to get to come home for Christmas this year.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, he was just home a couple weeks ago, wasn't he?
He was.
Yeah. Did you cook him a bird then, so he could have Thanksgiving?
No, he'll have Thanksgiving with the other family.
Nobody can't have it with Mom and Dad.
We're not traditionalists when it comes to that. For Thanksgiving, we've had hot dogs, we've had spaghetti.
There's nowhere around here to get a good hot dog anymore.
Tony grills a good hot dog.
What time does he get home? Man, I know.
So yeah,
I could come over one night and we can drink beer, eat hot dogs. I'll have to spend the night, piss the cats off, but I'm good for a dog. I haven't had one in so long, but I have lost 6 pounds,
so that might be a good thing.
Yep.
I also made everybody's doing the on Instagram, like get your yarn wishes granted thing. One of the ladies, her name's Lizzie. She's on there as Lizzie+6. She was asking for items for the families of her hospice patients.
Aww.
And so nice. I've made some of these bunnies.
Cute.
I guess put the little eyes and stuff on. And I've got a couple of shawls that I'm going to send.
Oh, sweet.
So
when are you going to send that stuff?
Whenever I get stuff.
Well, I mean, like, do I have
contribute?
time? I was going to say, do I have time to go home and go through what I've got that I may not be
if you have something,
and...
Yeah, if you have something, let me know, and I'll get together with you before I send it. And
okay.
So this is the 1 square bunny. And it's really easy. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, and it's extra bulky yarn, size... Crap, I can't remember. It's either 11 or a 13. I think it's a 13. And you cast on 24 stitches and knit 24, knit and stockinette for 24 rows. Then you put a piece of yarn through here, and then you make like a triangle, and then you, and pull it really tight and stuff his little head, sew him up, stuff his little booty.
He's got a cute butt.
Yeah. And then I'm going to make a little pom-pom to put on his tushy and give him a little face and a jaunty little ribbon, and he'll be ready to go. Jaunty. Yeah, I look at that get your yarn wishes granted, and I've done a couple, and then I think, and they say, well, when you do some, put something that you want out there. And I'm like, I don't know. I guess I have everything. Maybe I'm just jaded. I don't know.
Well,
I don't have everything, but
I'm bad. I think it's great that people do that, and I wish that I could do it.
I don't ask for things.
Well, number one, that. Yeah. And the other thing is that I forget shit so easily.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that I would commit to do it.
Oh, yeah, and then forget to send it.
And then I'd feel like
then you'd be
a turd.
Yeah.
And I mean, I look at it and I think it's wonderful, but my brain goes, oh, how does that work? Oh, never mind. I don't have time for that. You know what I mean? And I just swipe on. I think it's wonderful that people do it, and if you have time to do it, and you're not forgetful, and all that kind of, it's a great thing.
Terrific, and everybody's so nice, and everybody's like, "Oh, I can do this for you, and I can send that," and it's like, I think, what do I want? I don't really want anything.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I couldn't if someone put me on the spot. I mean, there's several dyers that are hard to get a hold of that I would like to have a skein of their yarn, but it would truly be just to have that because so and so dyed it, or you know what I mean.
You know, I have all that. So yeah.
I don't know.
Let other people get their wishes granted.
That's right.
It's more fun to grant wishes, actually.
True that.
Ooh. It is. I'll have to put a picture in because I left it on the Christmas tree at Knit Nook. But I did finish one of these little stockings. I did the one with the Christmas tree. Is it on here? Oh, yeah. Right here. I did that one.
And is that also a free pattern? Or is that a paid pattern?
No, this is a free pattern on Ravelry. It's Mini Christmas Stocking by Julie Williams, Little Cotton Rabbit.
Am I correct in assuming or stating that the patterns that she's using for the holiday knitting extravaganza, that they're all free patterns? Well, that's a great thing right there.
Yeah, all free patterns. She just asks that you buy the yarn at the shop, and so you know. So lost my train of thought here. Oh, these are really cute because you can knit them just plain, or they have charts for all the little Fair Isle things, and they're knit flat, so you don't have to struggle with double points.
Seriously, did you ever send that pattern to us?
I don't know. If not, we can print you out a copy before you go.
I just need to know the name of it.
Yeah.
But
this, so it's knit flat, and then you just seam it up.
Okay.
And at knit night the other night, I made the whole little tree one, and it took me 3 hours.
That's what I was getting ready to ask you.
From start to finish.
What weight yarn?
It is, well, I was using this because I've had this for years, and that I bought years ago for these patterns. This is the Louisa Harding, the Grace Silken Wool.
Yeah.
And I believe this is a DK weight.
Oh, really nice.
Okay, I can't see that. You'll have to
Here.
tell me what it says.
Suggested needle is a 6.
Okay, so it's a DK weight.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the pattern...
Oh, that's a 50-50 merino silk blend. Oh, do they still make this?
Yeah, it says... I don't know.
Oh, that's
nice. It's really nice. It's really And you do it on 2.75 millimeter double points, but you just use 2 of them, like straight needles. So I guess if you had little straight needles as well.
I think those are super cute, and I saw yours and I wanted to do it, and I'm like, God, I just don't have time right now to do color work in the round on that tiny of a thing. But now that I know it's
flat,
knit flat, that's more appealing to me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to the lobbies of hobbies today to get a Christmas tree so I can get some yarn. It just says 4-ply. It doesn't say.
No.
Okay.
But I remember
it doesn't matter. Whatever size you want to do, just do the needle according. And
you know what?
And you can get
Talk
whatever.
About how pretty that is.
You can do worsted weight, whatever, really. Right?
Right.
Just do the whatever needle is suggested for the yarn that you're using, and that should work. Y'all, I'm really trying to learn how to knit and look at you while I knit, but I just can't do it. She can. I can't stand it. I envy anyone that can do that, because I can't, and I want to so bad.
I actually have one of these that I made
100 years ago?
100 years ago when I first bought this yarn. As you can tell, the cat's got a hold of it.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty.
But look.
Cute. Cute, cute. Cute. What did you hang it on that they got a hold of it?
Some fake garland that the evil Cheeto has a total fascination fetish for.
It's a weird cat.
Yeah.
Was that the one that was downstairs?
Yeah.
She actually came out and didn't run from me. I I felt like Harry Potter when he's meeting Buckbeak for the first time, and he has to bow down to him because she's sitting there staring at me. So I lean over and I'm holding my hand out so she can come and sniff me. And Karen's like, no sudden moves. And I'm thinking, oh my God. So it's just like Harry Potter.
She can be really mean, so.
Well, she hung around for a while. She didn't like hightail it, so.
But yeah, these are a lot of fun to make, and this one would be a lot prettier if the cat hadn't pulled it off.
Oh, that makes me excited now to know that it's flat knit.
Yeah, and you have to, with it being flat knit, part of the color work is on the purl row, which is kind of interesting, but it's not difficult. And the one that I did at knit night the other night, I didn't even weave in the ends. I just cut them and stuffed them down inside, because then it just looked like a full stocking.
Or you can take that in, leave it long, and use it as a hanger.
Yeah.
Tie it down up here and use it.
Yeah, part of the pattern where I did a crochet chain.
Well, of course you did.
For the one that I did. The way they said to knit it, I didn't care for it. It looked too thick.
But I mean, if you want to go the cheap way out, just leave it long, tuck it back in, tie it, knot it, and there's a hanger.
Exactly.
So, because they would make cute decorations on your package.
Yes. I wonder what size needle I used on this one, because this looks a little bigger than... Or maybe it's not.
You could even use fingering weight yarn with that pattern.
Oh yeah, you could use any weight. You just have to use an appropriate needle.
Right.
I probably used a bigger needle on this one. It
looks bigger
I haven't
for some
seen
reason.
the
other one, so I don't have any comparison in my brain.
Yeah. I'll have to take that one with me.
My balls was hot.
Stop it.
I can't help it. It just, my God, it just, I could be driving down the road and think of that and just die laughing. And I know the people beside me think that I've lost my ever-loving mind. Although nowadays with people with cars, phones in your car, people don't know if you're talking on the telephone or what.
Talking
they don't
to yourself.
Yeah, so they probably don't even notice that you're laughing out loud to nothing. But.
No. Do you have anything else finished? I'm trying to think if I do. Nope.
Other than my dyeing stuff that I finished, which I mean, I don't know if we count that as a faux because I don't know.
I have a hoe.
Oh, I have a
girl. I got me a hoe.
Don't be talking about me like that.
She's wearing a green sweater. Actually, it's at the other one's at the Knit Nook.
Okay. Can I
I spend a lot of time there. Can
I go ahead and tell why a lot of your crap is at the Knit Nook?
Sure.
Yay! So, anybody that's local to us, or you don't even have to be local. If you just want to drive down here to Morehead City, bring it. Because my friend, who has been accused of being a decent knitter in the past, Karen, is now teaching classes at the Knit Nook, and she's working there part-time. So, any of our old customers from the old knit shop that we used to work at, if you want a familiar face, there it is. Hit the Knit Nook.
Yes.
Because she is down there now part-time and teaching classes.
That's right.
Yay!
Come and see me. It's like one of those commercials, the local commercials.
Come on down.
Come on down to the Knit Nook. Karen will make you a deal.
That's if her balls ain't hot. Anyway.
This is the International Sock of Doom. This is a DK weight sock, which is a good way to learn how to knit socks for those of you who do not knit socks. It has a heel flap and gusset, which I'll be getting to soon. It makes a good, bed sock, house sock, or something to wear in boots, because this is the Barocco Ultra Wool DK version.
Oh, that's that color that I saw the other day that I love so much.
Susan wants to make a sweater out of this. Wouldn't it look good?
Oh, I do.
Oh, yeah.
I think that would be so pretty.
And these are knit on double points, so it's also a good way to learn how to use double points.
Size
5s. So they're a decent size.
And if you've never knit a sock before, a DK sock, you may ask, why is that a good one to learn on? Because it doesn't take you as long.
Right.
And
bigger needle,
bigger
thicker
needles.
yarn.
Yep, it's easier to handle. Another good pattern for learning how to knit socks, DK weight and or worsted, is
The spree,
Kemper Ray's
yeah.
spree sock. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I knit those and use those like this time of year.
Yeah.
Around the house, like bedroom slippers.
Right.
They're worsted. Yeah, worsted weight. So they're pretty thick.
I have some of those. They're somewhere up here that I wear when I'm in here.
We're in the knit nook, her personal knit
My
nook
personal
right
knit nook.
Okay. So
that's all the finished and half finished.
So that was got that. Oh. Okay, so on my podcast knitting again, is my
Stash Buster shawl by Heather Haynes.
Yeah, what she said. The iPad will know this one too.
Yes, it will.
Anyway, it's coming right along. Let me see how much. I haven't checked to see, because I do have to. Ooh,
is your stash almost busted?
Nope.
Oh,
I got a ways to go, but that's okay. Because I just wanted to make sure I don't want to get to where I've got to cast off and I don't have enough. So there's that, and where's my? Oh, there he is.
your little sheep.
Yeah, last time I showed his
You showed his
backside.
butt.
It's my little Sucra mini. Show yourself, dude. My Sucra mini.
He likes to show his ass.
Well, he's not the only one. Sheep from Maryland Sheep and Wool that Karen brought me back. And so got that. What else have you got for
Whips?
Whips or hose? Whichever you want to go.
I
Doesn't matter to me. To me, they're the same.
I am still, I lost my sock mojo, I think. I'm trying to get it back.
Yeah.
But these socks, this is also the International Sock of Doom pattern, just in fingering sock weight. These socks have been on my needles for months and months and months now.
Girl, don't even talk to me. I got you beat when it comes to that.
And it just, well, the RO is kind of chafing at the bit for a new pair of socks.
Well, he needs to learn to knit.
I know.
Or purchase a sock machine.
That is true.
If he would
just, I don't want to do that either, because I don't want to sit there and, some people, nothing against people
you
who do.
crank his, crank his and knit yours.
I think I'm going to do some vanilla ones for him the next few times and see. Because I'm slogging through these. I've got...
Okay. So, are you at the same spot on each needle?
Yes.
You got the heels in and you're at the same spot.
Yeah.
Right?
And I've got like 30 more rows on each one before I can put the toes in.
Okay. So, 30 more rows is really not a lot. That's 60 rows.
No,
Right.
it's not.
So, if you're tired of are you tired of doing that pattern? Or are you just
I think
tired
maybe
of these
that
socks,
could be
period?
what it is.
So, why don't you... Sorry, y'all.
I forgot to turn
that's
off
funny.
the messaging. Hi, Giselle.
Anywho, my suggestion was going to be just vanilla socket to the toe. Be done with it.
I'll finish the
They'll
pattern.
be in his shoes.
I know, but
The only part anybody's going
I
to
wouldn't
see
be able to
is
stand
this.
that. It would make me twitchy.
Okay. Just a
So
suggestion.
I'll finish it.
Just
And
a
then the next
suggestion.
ones are going to be some vanilla ones that I can do quickly. And maybe it was just because I was working on this sweater. That
Right.
my-
Well, that
and
got-
now I want to do more and more sweaters.
Yeah, I
That
know.
my sock
Oh.
mojo is kind of like,
Whatevs.
yeah.
Well, that's when the sock machine would be beneficial.
It would be.
Because then you could still satisfy his need for
True.
socks, and you wouldn't spend a bunch of time knitting them because you could just rip them out.
Right. Have you seen, of course, there's a bit of a learning curve with that sock machine. Have you seen, can't remember her name at the moment, Knit More Girls? She got a knitting machine.
Right,
I
does
don't
she?
think it's a sock one.
Is
Maybe
it
it
the
is.
back in there?
No, it's a circular sock
Okay.
machine. It looked bigger, but it might be a sock machine. I don't know. But, oh my gosh, she was like, attempt number 1. It was awful.
Was it?
It was like,
I know.
No, I think that was like attempt number 6 that she finally actually posted.
I know there's a learning curve with them. I know it takes,
Right.
But I'm just saying that would be a way.
It
That
might be.
and the fact that the sock class that you're doing, you're using that same pattern.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's probably it
So
too. It's
you're
like,
sick of seeing
holy guacamole, I'm so tired of this pattern. But now that my whining's over, this is Nitpicks Felici in the Spaceman colorway. And the stroll fingering
Solid
in
total.
ash. And these are 2.25 millimeter Haya sharps. And I do 68 stitches for him.
What do you use for you? 56?
Yeah, I do 56
That's what I use
for
too.
me. Yup.
So I guess the name of this episode could be There's Always a Whine.
Whine.
Because there was
yes.
one called There's Always a Rant.
True.
So.
She
All right.
rants, I whine.
You don't whine a lot.
I don't.
Okay, so my turn for
Sure, what you got for a whip?
wheel? I have so many. Oh,
Just pick one.
I'll go ahead and do the sock because you were just saying how they've been on your needles for so long.
Right.
Well, don't be jealous.
Don't be hating.
How long have these been on the needles?
Yeah.
If you go back a bunch of episodes,
Like last year.
yeah, this was my one of my Christmas yarns from last year from Shelly at Hope Knit called Silver and Gold. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I think so.
And
Because you finished the other ones, right?
Nope. I finished
Oh,
one.
no.
I think I've got the heel in it. I just got to do the one that's the green stripy one. I got the heel in it, I think. And I just got to finish the leg because I did it toe up, and I think I did a German short row heel on it. I got to pull it out. I don't know, but anyway, you'll find out a little bit later why I feel like I need to get these finished. I'll share that with you in a minute. But I love these. It's so pretty.
They are.
And I was knitting them 2 at a time on this big needle, and I know I'm going to do a German
Yeah.
that short row heel.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do it 2 at a time because I've never done it. It'd just be easier if I put it on another needle.
I tried doing it and I found it cumbersome.
Well, if you do, then I really will.
Yeah.
So that's why I went ahead and switched them over to 2 separate needles.
Yeah.
They're still at the same spot.
Yeah.
I've got about a 1/4 inch to knit, and then I can start my heels.
Cool.
So I've been using that sock ruler, that we got. So feel happy. Super
That's
soft.
nice.
And the toes are, should I do it?
Socks, yeah.
Socks, yeah. In the malachite colorway. That's from Coop Knits. So I'll probably do the heels in the socks, yeah, and then the ribbon in the socks, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I pulled those out to get working on them because I'll explain all that in booty call.
Okay.
All right. Do you have another?
You need to practice with those, well, once you do your heel, with your not looking, because that's just knit.
Yeah. So is this. I still can't do it.
You can.
No,
You
I can
have
do
to
it
practice.
No, I can't. I'm anal, I guess. I don't know. I'm not anal. I just can't do it. I don't trust myself to hit the right spot.
But you know what? If you practice for a while, you'll be able to feel whether it's right or wrong. Because I can knit and not look, and if I don't catch the stitch right, or if something's wrong, I know it immediately.
Maybe I should do it on something bigger yarn, bigger needles.
Yeah.
On something that absolutely positively does not matter. So that I'm not thinking, oh, did I just goof up and look?
Right.
It doesn't matter, so I can just sit there and do it, and then I can go back over later and see my mistakes or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, that it doesn't matter. Because on stuff that matters, I don't want to have to tink or
Right. Well, I understand
whatever.
that.
So,
I wouldn't want to either.
Maybe that's what
But
I
it
should
does
do.
get to be a muscle memory that you
Right.
can figure out if you've done something wrong or not.
All right. You got another...
Speaking of socks,
Ruh-roh.
well, these are my socks, and they are so much easier than socks for him because
Your feet aren't 9 feet long.
exactly, as we talked about before, short, small feet.
Oh, that Cozy Knitter.
Yeah, this is one of the Cozy Knitter
so pretty.
sock clubs. And see, for me, I'm almost done with the leg. I have to do just one more pattern repeat, and that'll be it for the leg. This is the Cozy Knitter Yarn of the Month sock club. This is called Bouquet in her shimmer base. Shimmer. It's the Cozy Knitter. And this pattern this is a paid for pattern. It's called As Time Goes By. And it's got this cute little, I don't know what you would call it.
Who is this pattern by? Oops. Helen Stewart?
No.
Oh.
So, Susan Brzezinski.
It's pretty.
Is it pretty? Oops. Oh, Bunny Overboard. It's got this little, like, meandering cable, and
yeah,
to me it looks like those butter pretzels.
Yes.
The little square butter pretzels.
Yeah, exactly. You can tell where your mind's at.
I know. And look, my cute little gnome knitter popsicle bomb pop thing.
Cute.
That matches the yarn almost perfectly.
Those are really pretty.
Yes. So for me, yeah, it takes half the time. Even doing a pattern sock.
Right.
It takes half the time.
Well, yeah, because you don't have to have as much stuff.
Yeah. So maybe these will be my Christmas socks, even though they're in an Easter bag, because that's when I started them.
Oh, I meant to tell you, I did make note of the Zweig sweater. I started it on August 6th.
Okay, so I probably started mine.
We started at the same time.
Same time.
August 6th, and I finished it a 3 days ago. I finished it Friday night, actually.
Mm-hmm.
No, Saturday.
Yeah, this weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, because I went home from the knit on Saturday. So, and I had about 2 weeks of downtime after the storm, during the storm and after the storm, where I just did not have any time to knit. So that's not so bad.
No.
And I actually got it done within the season that it can be worn.
Right.
So that was pretty good.
And we both modified our sleeves to make them 3/4 length.
Yeah. Because I end up pushing them up anyway.
Yeah. So why waste the yarn?
Yep. Okay, so do I have another? I do. I have 2 more.
Wow.
2 more whips.
Boho whips.
Okay, so my next one is, for my next trick, is the Anguli Cowl by Hillary Smith Calley. Kelly, whatever, how you want to pronounce it. I was going to say something. I didn't show this on the... No, I've started this. I cast this on after our...
Yeah,
since our last one. I didn't show it. Okay, so... I saw this on the Bakery Bears. Kay from the Bakery Bears had knit one. It was so pretty. So, I had this yarn. That is the back.
Is that Hedgehog?
It's Hedgehog. And it's her sock yarn in Heyday. And I think the other colorway is called Sorry Not Sorry.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So, what had happened was...
Uh-oh.
I had bought these to knit socks. Because remember, I wanted to do Mom the hot pink socks.
I don't care for Hedgehog for socks.
And I cast it on with the socks. And I hated every stitch I knit with it.
It makes beautiful shawls.
It's split.
Yeah.
But in this, it's nice. It's pretty. It feels nice in this. I just don't like this yarn for socks.
Right. I agree.
I just won't ever buy any more for socks. So maybe to do other things and put in like a penguino and all that, but because it's super soft.
Yeah, it is. It's nice for shawls.
You knit this one piece, and then I'm not exactly there on how to. I know that you knit it in one piece and then you seam it up somehow or another. So it's going to be kind of like a bandana, like Dot's kerchief that I finished.
But it's kind of off center. That's cool.
It's asymmetrical, which I dig. I like asymmetry. So I'm about.
Cool. I like that.
I got to knit up to here. This is a paid for pattern, by the way. I got to knit up to here on section 2, and then I got to go on to section 3. So I'm not really sure exactly how far I am. I might be halfway done with. I'm not sure. Oh, I got section 3. So I got another section to do. So I'm going to say I'm a little over halfway done with it. And with the way as much yardage as you use, is you could get 2. So you can get one with the Heyday, which is the lighter color, as your main color, and the Sorry Not Sorry as your contrast color, and then you can switch it and do the contrast in the Heyday and the main color in the Sorry Not Sorry. So it would be a yin and a yang,
a negative,
and then that way you could use up the
all of your yarn,
which I intend to do because I'm not going to use this for anything else.
Right. And those aren't really your colors, so it's not like,
This is gift knitting. It's beautiful.
Right?
I love it. Yeah, probably. Yeah. I love it. I love the hot colors, but I just not for socks. Yeah. Not for me, not for socks.
Right.
Okay, so you got something else?
Right. Yeah. So speaking of shawls,
you certainly do.
This is my new obsession. The Home is With You shawl by Kay Litton, the Crazy Sock Lady. I had started it a while back, and again, everything kind of went by the wayside with this sweater. But I picked it back up recently. And I think I'm going to have to go to a 32-inch cord pretty soon, because the 24,
It's looking like it.
So I am just getting ready to start the 3rd section. This is a paid-for pattern on Ravelry. So this is the textured section, and then there's garter, and now I'm starting on the eyelet section. And I'm loving this pattern. It's like just when you're at the point where you're like, okay, I'm really tired of this, then you get to do a little palette cleansing with the garter section, and then you're like, okay, I'm ready to start something else. And then you start the eyelet section.
I wonder how when she's developing that and figuring out that pattern, if that's how it comes to her. Okay, I'm sick of doing this part now. Let me, you know what I mean?
I'll have to ask her.
Hey Kay, is that the way you write the pattern?
So the variegated is Halesby Handmade in their October House colorway. It's a 70-25 and 5% Stellina. I don't know if you can see the sparkle.
It's so pretty in person.
I know.
It's not. That's pretty close on the camera, but it's prettier in person.
It's got this sparkle in it, and this is a kind of sort of local dyer. She's in Clayton, I think it was.
That's like an hour and a half away from us. West.
And the brown is some of the leftover.
Well, now you had started using the BFL.
I had started, and while I liked the way it felt, it seemed a little... This yarn is really drapey, and the BFL seemed a little...
toothy.
Yeah, a little toothier than I wanted, so I thought, hey, I have enough of this left over that I'll do it with this. And it seems to be matching really well, texture-wise, drapey-wise.
Right.
So,
yay! That's going to be so pretty when you're done.
It is. And I'm thinking this might be socks.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I love BFL for socks.
Yeah. And if there's any of this left, maybe it'll be the toes.
Yep, you could do something.
Maybe. We'll see. And it's in my cute little fall bag that I made.
Pretty.
You have one like this, right?
Nope.
Didn't I give you one?
Nope.
Like this? Are you sure?
I'm sure. You gave me this one down here that I'm using as a prototype.
Yeah.
You gave me that one for my birthday.
Oh, you have one kind of like this.
Not that.
You need to look through your stuff.
I don't. I'll go home and look, but I swear I would know if I had that bag. I'll go and
Maybe
look.
it's-
But I don't recognize that. But I'll go look.
Or maybe it's one of the other ones. You have one with leaves on it that I made.
Yeah. But I don't. It's not that one. I don't think.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I failed to tell anybody needle sizes on anything that I've knit.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Size 6.
I'll try to do better on the next one.
I know.
All right. I got one more whip.
Oh,
Have you got another whip?
I do.
You go ahead, because I want to get through
Okay.
this row, or at least further through this row.
Oh. So.
Oh, yes. Look at it.
Yeah, I'm putting it on my hand. Doo doo. Doo doo.
I love it.
Doo 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 doo.
He's gonna be like 2.5 feet tall.
Huge. I didn't realize he was gonna be that big.
He's gonna be big. Last podcast, he didn't have eyes.
He didn't have eyes. I don't know. His eyes are a little wonky. Well, his head's not stuffed completely, and he's not shaped like he should be.
Right.
He'll get there.
You want me to
We'll
hold
do
the head?
so.
Or you got it?
He's going to be. Oops. Nope. The No Drama Llama.
And we need a lot more of that in the world.
We do. He's a free pattern on Ravelry. Look at his face.
You and your critters.
And he's crocheted with a size F hook. And this is just Hobby Lobby's. I love this yarn.
He didn't look that big in the picture.
I know, but when you go back
Because
and
there's
look,
a pillow. Well, there's a pillow beside him for reference.
right? But he's like way in front of the.
Well, and
then
he's
when
got
you,
little short legs.
if you read the instructions, it says measures 14.5 inches
Yeah,
tall.
who read that? I mean,
Measured from the bottom of the front feet to the top of the head, and it's about 11 inches long, from the chest to the backside.
Well,
not including tail.
he's got short, stumpy legs, so he's not going to be that.
Hey, little buddy.
He's not going to be. He's not going to be that tall.
So I had him in. We have like the storagey thing that we use for a coffee table, and he was laying in there like this, face up, kind of like the crocheter's version of The Godfather. So when you open it up, it's like ah.
You see a severed head.
You see a severed head. He's really cute.
He is cute. I can't wait to see him finished.
I know.
His
So he's
little
got
ears.
his head and part of his neck, and now this gets set aside while you work on the body. And then I guess you hook it all together.
Well,
I don't know.
at some point. I
Well,
think
yeah,
you have to. I mean, I don't crochet, but I think that's how it works.
It's going to be like one of those horse costumes where somebody's in the front, somebody's in the back.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine how the cats are going to freak out when you just set him on the floor?
Oh my God. You know that little teddy bear that lays on the couch?
Yeah.
Well, the youngest of the cats came running into the room the other night, jumped up onto the couch, and came face to face with that teddy bear, scared the crap out of her. She went, pow, pow, pow.
She beat it up?
Because it scared her. It's like, girl, that thing's been sitting there
I was
for
gonna
like
say,
a
is
year
she
now.
not
What
used
in
to
the
it?
world? I
Hmm.
don't know. She was probably on the nip. Anyhow, I'm enjoying this. I like to keep up my crochet skills as well. And this is, they call a fur stitch. It's basically a lot of chains and loops.
Yeah, I still think that would be
Yeah.
cool as your next Jeep tire cover.
Well, there's actually a pattern for like a flower, and it looks kind of like that, where there's like a bigger circle in the middle,
Yeah.
and then it fluffs all out from there. I would have to see, because that's going to be a lot of yarn. And if it got wet, it'd be really heavy.
Oh, yeah.
It'd
That's
have
true.
the total dirty diaper kind of sag on it.
Ugh.
That's why there's a string in there. Tighten it up.
Yeah, okay.
Anyhow. So yeah, I'm going to have to probably fix that one eyeball. It doesn't... It's even, I guess.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not. Anyway.
It's a toy.
I know, yeah.
I'm probably going to send it to my mom.
You should put a leash on it. Oh, you should put some little casters on his feet and put a thing, and she can pull him through the nursing home when she goes to visit. Put some little casters on his feeties, or put him to a board. You know, hook him to a board that has casters. That would be cool.
Get little baby roller skates and put
that too.
Do they make baby roller skates?
Probably. They make everything else.
We'll see.
Google it. Go to Google.
Or she would probably just carry him in there, and the poor old people would think that it was alive. And
we don't want to screw with their brains too much, do we?
Anyhow, no drama llama, or llama no drama.
Either way.
Either way. He has no drama.
Okay.
And he is a llama. His head's almost as big as my head.
I'm not touching that
so
one.
into my sweater.
All right. Moving on.
Moving on.
Moving on to my next whip. Because, you know, can't have too many of them. And I've got probably as many or more at home.
Right.
I had to cast this on because it's driving me nuts not to. Birds of a Feather. I saw Michelle's Naughty Knitwits, and I was like, oh,
that's pretty.
It's so pretty. So I dyed yarn for it. And what I dyed was... It's a thong right now.
It does look like a thong.
Anyway, there's the...
Or a uterus.
Oh, yeah, because there's the fallopian tubes. So there's the, yeah. So I'm done with the first section, which is this. And then now it's time for me to cast on the mohair. So you do sections of mohair and section of fingering.
That's going to be so pretty.
I hope so. I dyed this especially for that pattern.
You're going to look like a movie star.
Please.
Jeez.
I got to get it finished first. I had a hell of a time getting it cast on because I didn't understand something that was as plain as the nose on my face. Or I thought it, anyway, it doesn't matter.
It could have been explained a little better.
Yeah. But anyway, okay, I think that's all of my, Yep.
Mine too.
Yep. So, a couple things I wanted to mention. I was bored, imagine that, one afternoon, and I went on Ravelry just to have a look around and see what was on there. And I was probably searching for another pattern, and I came across this person's patterns. So I went and checked out her pattern shop. She's got a lot of different patterns, and she's also running a buy 3 get 1 free. Of course, the fourth one will be the least expensive of the 4.
Right.
She has a lot of different ones. This one particularly caught my eye. I know I said I was over shawls for a while, and it would have to be one that really did something for me.
It's pretty.
But that, yeah, I guess I could tell you. Her name is Kay Hopkins, and this is called the Smuggler's Cove shawl. There was another one that was called Scottish Highlands. That one spoke to me. It had lace. And sweaters. She's got a lot of sweater patterns too. And then the buy 3 get the 4th one free, which is a good deal because if you, I think you could probably find 4 patterns in her Ravelry shop that you would like. She's got some even. See, there's the Scottish Highlands one.
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
That reminds me of that one that I did that time with the Lanaza.
Oh
that
yeah.
Remember? That's what I saw. I saw that pattern right there. That's what got me into her shop. The leaf shell. I don't know where I saw that, but yeah, I thought you might like that. So go check her out. And then 2 new podcasts that I've run across is Cocktail Hour at the Coop. That's sisters who their parents own a alpaca farm, I believe it is. And if I'm getting any of this wrong, just go check it out. Called Arrow Acres Farm. It's Leanne and Liz, and they have a really funny podcast. You know how we do our beer tasting at the end? Well, they have their cocktail all during the podcast.
Yeah, we're old. We'd fall asleep.
I don't know that we would. Well, maybe we would. Okay. Then the next podcast that I found out about from Christy Glass. The way I found out about this was I watched her Rhinebeck sweater Show Me Your Rhinebeck Sweater.
Yeah.
And I saw these two people in the podcast, not knowing who they were at the time. The reason the one girl stuck in my head is because she had gold glitter Doc Marten boots on.
Oh, cool.
So anyway, then I go and watch Christy and Gemma's Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that? Oh. And when they were spoofing these two girls, Christina and Miriam, and from the Chelsea Pearls podcast. So I went and checked out the podcast, and I really like it.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, and I guess her boyfriend, Christina's boyfriend, or husband, they call him Red Bank Mike. He does like at the beginning he announces the show for him, like an announcer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun show. So check out the Chelsea Pearls, Christina and Miriam. And also, if you want to know what's happening in the knitting world, go check out Christy Glass podcast. She does one-on-one interviews with different people, designers, dyers, alpaca farm owners, a bunch of them. She also on Blueprint now.
Oh,
has
cool.
her stuff on Blueprint. And her Rhinebeck sweater, Show Me Your Rhinebeck Sweater video. If you watch that, it will give you a bunch of great ideas on new sweaters to go and check out. So
she gives me a bunch of great ideas. It's like,
let me
see your pen. I have to write this down.
Okay, here, you want a piece of paper? I'll give you a whole big sheet. You don't
Wow,
have to write it on that
whole big sheet.
I know, right?
She's so nice.
Yeah, don't tell everybody. It'll ruin my reputation.
Right.
So, that's all I got for
Have that back.
information. Did I just do that? I did it.
What'd you do? Did
Nothing. I'll know my place. I ripped my little piece of sticky tape off.
I thought you were going to say that you pulled your needle out of your work.
No.
That'd be bad.
All right. So you're going to do that, and then we'll do booty call.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was contacted by Deborah. It is Deborah, right?
She's got a card in here, I think, somewhere, you big ding dong.
I know. Yeah, Debbie. Sorry. All of a sudden I was like, wait a minute. Is that her name? From
What's
the
it called?
Drop Stitch. And here's her card. She does a sock box. And
It's like a subscription thing.
Knitting outside the sock box. And it's a quarterly yarn club. And each one comes with an organza project bag filled with ancient arts yarn, a custom pattern, and surprises for you to enjoy as you knit your project, which are anywhere from a $10 to $15 value. And it's 4 times a year, March, June, September, and December. And it's $42 a box. Oops, let me just hold it this way. And I love ancient arts yarn. I have some.
I have never knit with ancient arts.
I have the kitty cat timber.
Oh my god! Ooh.
The kitty cat stuff.
Oh,
That matches all my kitties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never knit with ancient arts.
So
Feels good.
this is the yarn.
Well, you do have a big yarn box there.
Yeah, I did.
I wonder if she'd notice if I shoved it in my bag.
Here's the yarn. Let me take it out of the bag. Be easier to see. It's Socknado, which is their 80/20 merino nylon, and 385 yards, 100 grams. And this is a deer, not doe a deer. Maybe
That's exactly what I was thinking.
maybe it's a dyer.
A deer.
I don't know.
A doe deer.
Here, y'all decide for yourselves how we say that.
It's
Anyhow.
the big. It's the big.
It's a deer.
Maybe it's somebody trying to say I die, but they got a really bad accent. I dyer. Oh, instead of I'm a dyer, I dyer.
Stop it.
Woo! I haven't
Trying to
eaten
do
lunch.
a serious review here.
You know what? I've been drinking Dr. Pepper and I've been eating your
Oh.
scones, and that's all I've had.
She's on the
ingested
sugar
today.
and caffeine
No
high,
doubt.
people. Anyhow,
Ooh.
this is beautiful yarn. I love this color. It is so squishy. Feel it, touch it.
Ooh, it is. Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, and the pattern for it is a cowl.
Yes.
Which would be...
Yes, and this is a paid for pattern. Let's see if I can just
Okay, so
wiggle
you get
this
the bag.
over a little bit. There's the cowl, if you could see it. It's called Eyelet Garter Cowl, and it's one of Debbie's designs.
So you get the bag, you get the yarn. There's two little...
Stitch markers. Sorry, Debbie. We were not prepared for this.
Oh, those are interesting stitch work. Oh my god. Okay. Ooh, get it together. So you get these stitch markers here with the little bag. All right, and go before I
Before
explore.
we lose it again.
Yes.
You get a knitting row counter, and a little, oops, turn it this way.
Locking stitch.
Locking
marker.
stitch marker. And I haven't used one of these yet. It's one of the row markers that's like in a long chain. And I think you hook it on like at one, and then you just keep lifting it up.
Yeah, you'd have to show me. You know I'm busy.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. We would probably have to.
Take a
I have
class.
seen people use, and it's got a little thing on the end that says handmade.
Cute.
Yes. So.
So this all comes together
Right.
in a nice little box.
Mhm.
This one is a 80/20 merino.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, I think that's a great value.
Yeah.
A pattern. Patterns are usually $5 to $8.
Right, and then the little extras that they put in there.
All right, stitch markers. Everybody
Yeah.
can use those. I've never used a row counter before. Here, let's make sure. So we're
Prize
gonna.
and
I think we're just gonna set on this for right now, and maybe
Yeah.
use it as a prize giveaway.
Right.
Because we're thinking of maybe a cowl at the beginning of the year, but
Yeah.
So
Cool.
if you're cool with that, I'm cool with
Yeah,
that.
I'm cool with that.
All right.
Anyhow, thank you for sending this to us.
Yeah, it's great.
And we think it's great.
Thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
Okay, so are we at booty call now?
I think so.
Yay, baby, because I got some of
Let's
that.
see. I don't have any.
None? No?
Well, I bought the yarn for my
Mm.
slippers.
Okay, so
That's it.
I got the yarn for the slippers that I made.
Yeah.
At the knitting extravaganza. And I was
Holiday
back down,
knitting
what
extravaganza.
she said. I was down there again Saturday, and I bought 2 more colors to make different ones. So,
I like those colors together.
yep, me too. I love this color.
Mm-hmm.
So I got that. So that was some booty call. And then the socks that I showed you earlier from the Christmas yarn from last year. I had been looking on the Instagram,
Oh yeah.
and I
forgot you did
hadn't,
that.
I didn't ever see Hope Knits, Shelly at Hope Knits
Mhm.
Christmas yarn. So I sent her a message and I said, any chance there's going to be any Christmas yarn? She's like, yeah, I've been posting it. I don't understand.
Big dummy.
Well, I don't understand the thing on Instagram because I'll get on there sometimes
Mhm.
and I'll see something like, oh, great. Well, it was posted 2 days ago and I'm just seeing
Yeah,
it. And I'm on
yeah.
there every day. I don't
Yeah. Oh,
understand
yeah.
how that works. But anyway, she said, but every time I post it, it's gone like that. So
Mm-hmm.
just happened to be that day she had dyed some
Mhm.
and was getting ready to put it in the shop. She said, I'll
Ah.
send you a message when I put it in
That's
there.
nice
Yeah.
of her.
So I zoomed over there and actually, you know what? I did. I saw the colors that I wanted. I told her and she did a reserve listing
Mhm.
for me. So if you guys ever see anything like that, she will work with you.
Yeah.
If you see
I
it.
think
and
most people will,
yeah.
but
But you
yeah.
have to ask.
Right.
I mean, you have to let them know. So anyway,
Right.
what I had reserved, it's my
Cute little
I
bag.
know. Was, well, I know it comes out. I got 4 because
Mhm.
I got
'Cause
free
you needed
shipping.
them.
Well, I got free shipping too.
Yeah.
So, 2 of these are Christmas colors, and 2 of them are not. They're just because I like the colors.
Hey, as it should be.
So, first Christmas color is, sorry for the crinkling.
There's a lot of crinkles.
Sorry. These are all in the Jimmy Sock base, which is a 75/25 superwash merino nylon sock yarn. So this one is called All Aboard. And it's from
The
Polar Express. That's right. So pretty and blue. I don't know why this hit me, but it did, and so I had to have that one.
That one is really, I like that.
Isn't it pretty? And the other sock yarn, or Christmas yarn, is called the McAllisters. So we all know what that's from. The Home Alone movies.
Yeah.
So pretty. Look. Oh, God. I can't wait. The camera really is further away from us.
It is.
We usually don't have to lean over. Oh, look. Oh, that's really pretty. And then the other two that I got are, this one reminds me of my Spun Right Round. It's either the BFL or the Corriedale. I think it's Corriedale. The Walker's colorway. It reminded me of it, so I had to have it because I really love that colorway. This one's called Coral Reef. Oh, God,
it's really pretty.
Pretty too. Oh, I know. I wish I could.
The camera doesn't do the purples justice. The purples are really pretty in that.
They're really deep and concentrated. I wish I could dye like her. Oh, so pretty. I love that one. And then she does a series of that television show, Ms. Maisel.
Miss Maisel. It's a Netflix show or Amazon. One of those two.
She does a group of yarns from that show. And this one, and I think this is right. Correct me if I'm not right. This one's called Susie. So it must be a character. It's characters for the show. And that one is just really pretty too. Oh, they're all so pretty. It's so hard for me not to get, like, I could have gotten
one of everything.
I could have gotten 5 or 10 more. I wouldn't have a paycheck. The other day she was posting stuff, and I sent her a message on Instagram, and I said, "Please stop. I have a car payment to make.
Can I just endorse my check and send it right on to you?"
Oh my gosh. So yeah, if you see something in there and you miss
Love
it,
way yarn smells.
if you know what it is, she will be, I'm sure, more than happy to do a reserved listing for you. Put it in there, and it'll be sitting there waiting for you.
That one.
She's supposed to be at the Carolina Fiber Fest in March, which we're going to try to attend this year again.
We were planning on going.
Right, we were planning on going last year. Something happened. But I really want to get there this year. I can't wait to bust into that one. I want to take them. I want to make them naked and take them out of their wraps. But and she's supposed to be there again, so I'm saving up my monies because I'm sure I'm going to see some stuff. I always do.
So I don't have any purchase booty, but I did get some patterns on the Ravelry.
On the internet.
Penelope's really good at sending me pattern if she sees ones that are like free for a limited time or anyhow. So she sent me a message about this one, and I am just in love with this.
That is so pretty.
Celtic Cardigan by City Spent, I think is how, or City Spent. Her name is Asita, and her nickname is City.
That makes sense.
And this, it's a paid for pattern, but it was like free for a couple days at the beginning of the month. And I'm talking this one into dyeing some yarn for me to make it. So
I love the next one that you have.
About that.
I thought about that one too.
What's the other one?
The pattern that you
This
got
one?
your hand on.
And then part of the Get Your Yarn Wishes Granted, Tristan of Dragon Horde Yarn was like, was it Friday? Friday or Saturday, I think it was. She said, all my patterns on Ravelry free.
Jeez, I missed it. Damn it.
I should have sent you a message. I suck. I'm sorry. And so I went in and I picked 2. I didn't want to be greedy. So I picked 2. And one was the Find My Way sweater.
She and Christy were in Christy Glass's video at Rhinebeck.
Were they?
Yep.
I had, must have left the cover page of this one. And, oh, this is the Wanderwood beanie it's got a bunch of cables on it. So I got those two.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty, pretty, pretty.
So I have some sweaters. I really liked the sweater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I did too. I think for me, I would do it in not as...
Right, not as variegated a yarn.
Yeah, although it's pretty in that. Don't get me wrong. It just
Right.
would not be my choice.
Right.
So.
Yep. So.
All right.
That's that.
Anybody watching that's local, if you're interested, I dropped off a bunch of yarn with Lisa at Knit Nook in Moorhead the other day. So she's got right much sheep dip dye works now. And I think
she's got a lot of the mohair, which is really pretty,
Yeah.
with coordinating colors. So if you wanted to do that birds of a feather shawl,
it takes
you would have lots of options.
It takes 2 skeins of the 75/25 and 1 skein of mohair for it. So, yeah.
Nice.
All right. So are we done with booty and whips and all that? So now it's beer 30.
Beer 30.
And no, I do not remember that.
Okay, you don't? Good. I need to start writing it down because I can't remember sometimes what beers we've used. Look, these were little favors at a wedding. They got married on their boat that we went to last month.
Is that the one that you got the sweater knit for? That
yeah, and then it was 85 degrees, and and I couldn't wear it.
Cute.
Oh, look at that! It even works.
Well, I hope so.
Look at there.
All right, I gotta put my knitting down. You talk.
Okay.
I'll knit. Try to get the end of the row.
This is Rogue Dead Guy Ale, one of my favorite breweries from out in Oregon. I believe it's Newport, Oregon. And it's kind of a nice malty, not too high of alcohol. I think it's only like 6%. Turn my head this way. 6.8%. So it's an easy drinking, delicious beer.
Now, would that be one that would be a, what was it, that one? Day drinking? Would that be a day drinking beer?
Well, it could be.
Well,
It's not a session beer because it's almost 7%
there you
alcohol.
go. Session.
So.
I guess that's what I was getting. That's what I was meaning to say.
And this is a little maltier. It's
I thought it would be darker.
A little sweeter. But it's not sweet, but sweeter than some of the ones we've been trying lately.
Why am I having issues today?
I don't.
Everything I touch has turned to almost everything I've touched has turned to hockey.
I woke up to a cat puking on the floor this morning.
Oh God!
It's Monday.
Okay, I expected it to be darker, but it almost looks orange. See?
Very yeasty.
It is, yeah. Ooh, it smells like bread.
It does.
Okay, we'll see.
She has to think about this one.
It's pretty good. I think I need one more because I was coming off of Dr. Pepper, so.
Oh, no.
It's like brushing your teeth and then.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And then drinking coffee.
Yeah, or chewing gum.
Yeah.
I like it. I would drink it again.
Good, good, good.
Yep. It looks orange. It's an oranger. It has a different color for a beer.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder why. Wonder what's in it that gives it that.
I don't know.
Did you notice that the sun is not shining and it's drab and yucky looking outside?
Well, it actually feels like fall now.
Mm-hmm. But don't get too used to it because next week it could be 85 degrees.
Well, it's supposed to be like 75. Our weather is ridiculous.
Yeah, well, if you don't like it here, just hang around 15 minutes. It'll change. So, all right. Well, what do we want to talk about? Anything? Are you ready to be done with this?
Do you have anything to rant about this week?
No, I don't think so.
This is scary.
I didn't rant last time.
I know.
I haven't ranted in a while.
I know.
Well, I do have one little thing, but it's consequential. So. The people at Staples, you remember, because almost everybody in our knit group uses that Post-it note tape.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And so, like, Staples here, I don't know how they do it other places, but Staples here has a huge Post-it note section.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not where they keep the Post-it note tape.
Now,
Now,
that doesn't
this
make
Post-it
sense.
note section is kind of at the front of the store on the left-hand side with the stationery and all that, where one would expect it to be.
Right.
So you're thinking, all right, it's Post-it note paper.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an off-brand, and we're just calling it Post-it note.
Right.
And it truly is Post-it note tape. No, it's not over there with the other Post-it note crap. It's way back in the back corner with files. Why?
Why? Did you ask why?
No, I didn't. Somebody else in the group did and said that most people used it for that or something. That's still stupid. It's not even. It should either be with the Post-it note stuff or with tape, because it's tape. Not over in the back corner with files to file in a filing cabinet. It makes absolute. I walked around that store one time for 25 minutes. I know, looking for that crap. And finally, I kept thinking, I'm just not seeing it. I'm just overlooking it. It has to be either here with the Post-it note or with the tape. Mm-hmm. And finally, I just asked, "Oh no, it's back over there with the files." Are you kidding me? Why? What kind of sense does that make?
Crazy. It's just crazy, people.
People are crazy.
You know,
Staples is crazy.
I was thinking this morning I had something I wanted to rant about.
Mm-hmm.
And I know. What? I know. And now I can't remember what it was. So apparently I just didn't.
Give me a hint. Maybe I can. Let me see.
I don't know.
Oh, this is too good to let pass.
I was thinking of something. And I can't remember what it was. I should have written it down. See, y'all can see.
Okay, so was
one
it about...
step from...
Was it...
I can rant about her beer pouring skills.
Was it knitting related? Was it car related?
I don't think it was.
Traffic related?
I don't think
Shopping related? Cat related? Husband related?
No. I don't know. I should have written it down.
Food related? I'm going over everything.
I know. I'm trying to think. Something really pissed me off.
Wow.
Last week.
I gotta hear this.
I know.
If you
I know, I'm gonna have to write it down and save it for next time.
Yeah, but before that, if you think about
I will tell you
message me and let me know, because I'm gonna be sitting on pins and needles.
I know, because I don't really
I'm gonna be sitting on highest sharps waiting for this.
Pissed off about stuff.
No, really.
I don't. So I don't know.
I can start talking about something that I think is whatever, and she'll go, "Well, you know." People, everyone's different.
And then I know she wants to stab me in the head. She's
they
like,
could have something going on that you don't know about, and they could have postpartum, and you just don't know it. And
yeah,
well, you know. Oh, it's hilarious, because I'm like, oh my God, did you? And she's like, well, we're all different.
Look at it this way, Susan. Right. And she's like, I don't want to. What's wrong with you?
Am I wrong, though?
No, you are not wrong. Perfect. I know the stuff we got talking about this morning. And I was like, well, Susan. Oh, God.
Well, there's just certain things. I mean, it's just with a lot of things. If you've never been in the situation, you don't understand some stuff about stuff. Right. So,
and it's always good to have a different point of view.
Right. And if you don't talk about things that sometimes society deems taboo or whatever, then you can't ever learn a different perspective or know if you can't. And to me, not to get on my soapbox, but that's part of our problem as society today.
Yes,
is
nobody
there's so
wants
many
to listen
things
to the
that
other
you're
side.
not and so many things that you're not allowed to talk about, because if you mention it, can get you fired, even if it's taken out of context, or get you blown up on social media. And then, well, how are you ever supposed to get a different viewpoint if you don't talk about it?
You come to our knit group. Because actually, I think we do really good at our knit group. We have people of well, we don't have any young girls, not in the Monday group, but
I'm probably the youngest one
think
there.
You are the youngest one. Yeah, you
and
are.
I ain't all that young, but
yeah.
but you would never know.
But we are all and we are all.
I'm the only one that still works. Ooh, everybody else.
I'm working now.
Oh yeah, that's
kind of
true.
sort
True
of.
that. True that.
But yeah, but we are all from like different viewpoints, different religions,
different backgrounds, different
backgrounds,
raised in different parts of the country.
Yeah,
which does make a difference.
It does. It does.
So, but I think we all get along fabulously. I think for
We
having
do.
that
Well,
many different women in an area.
But we talk about things too, and nobody. Well, at least not in the group. Nobody gets mad,
Right? And gets their
anybody.
panties in a wad, and everybody comes
No.
back the next week. So,
right?
for
And
the most part,
like you said, different points of view. You know, if somebody comes in with something and starts talking about it, and you don't
You've got to-
agree,
yeah.
whoops.
Oh, and I'm the bad pourer.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can say, okay, well, this is my point of view about that, and then somebody else might say, oh, well, I never thought
Right.
about it that way.
Yeah, but if you don't
Yeah.
have those discussions, you won't ever know.
Right. So
I think it's
So we'll
safe to
tell
say
you-
we like this beer.
yes. So safe to say you should be able to talk to people without getting your panties in a twist.
Or getting fired.
Or getting
There's so much of
fired.
that crazy stuff that's going.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I did good that time.
You did good that time.
Couldn't even see it. It's just too much of that crazy stuff going on. Love everybody. Talk to everybody. That's the only way to know anything is
Be
to
a
have
knitter.
conversation. Exactly.
And this isn't a rant, but did y'all see that Skacel had their 10,000 new knitter thing this weekend?
I did Saturday when you pointed it
Yeah.
out to me. I wonder, was that the goal? Was to make 10,000 new
Yes,
knitters?
the goal was to make
Did
10,000.
Did they make the goal?
I don't know, but the goal was to make 10,000 new knitters, and I personally made 6 of them this
Yay!
past Saturday.
I saw a thing. I can't remember the girl's name now that I follow or
Mhm.
follows us. I guess she follows us on the podcast. I can't remember anyway. She went to help.
I thought you were
apparently
going to
there's-
say she went to hell. I was like,
Well,
wait,
she watches
what?
this so long, she might. I guess at like a community center or whatnot,
Yeah.
they had a bunch of
Mhm.
people, and she
Yeah.
volunteered to go and help people knit. I mean, it was like a huge room full of them.
Right.
I assume just from the little bit that I read on the post that there were other people there helping,
Right.
you know, but that was part of it, was to
Right.
make new knitters, which we need to do that because almost all, except for the big box stores, all knitting shops are locally owned and operated. They're
Right.
not corporations. They are usually a sole
Right.
proprietor or at the most a partnership.
Right.
And they don't make a big profit margin.
No.
They do it, honest to God, because they love it, because
Mhm.
they love people, because they want to help people, and they want to pass on their love and creativity and all that to other people. So we have to have new knitters to keep those
Right.
people in business.
Right.
I mean, unless people get lucky and win the lottery, like I do try to every week, so I can open up a knit shop here for all of us to hang out with.
Right.
How else are we going to have a knit shop?
Right.
I mean, our favorite knit shop down in Swansboro got flooded out. She's still not reopened. She's getting there. She's building back up. That's the Salty Sheep in Swansboro.
Yes.
She's getting her stuff together. Got a new place.
That probably won't get flooded
Hopefully.
next time we have a
But
storm.
I mean, you know, she's been out of business now. How many weeks has it been? 6, 8 weeks?
It's been 2 months. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's,
Since the storm.
yeah. And luckily she's going to open back up. But a lot of places don't.
Right.
Just like your Friday knit joint. She's
Yeah.
not opened back up yet and may not open
And she
up.
may not.
Some businesses who maybe were eking by, this
Right.
comes through and it wipes them out and they can't open back up. So
Right.
we need to support our local people. Otherwise,
And speaking of that, since we probably won't see you before then, Thanksgiving, the Saturday after Thanksgiving, is Shop Small Saturday.
right.
So everybody should get out and shop their small businesses, their local yarn shops, their little gift shops. You know,
Yeah, because
help out those people.
if not, you'll only have Walmart and Amazon.
And while we do love the Zon here and, you know,
Yeah.
tiny little places that don't have a lot of shopping, you also need to help out
Yeah.
your local businesses.
Yeah, because you always, I mean, especially with certain things, with fabric or yarn, you want to touch it and feel it.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And I mean, unless I've bought something before off of, unless I've bought something before and know, okay, well, that's Ancient Arts yarn. I know what that's about. I felt it. I've smelt it. I've whatever.
I know I like it.
It's tough to order stuff. Yeah. I don't do a lot of online shopping because I'm bad about sending it back if it doesn't fit, especially with clothes and shoes and stuff.
I wouldn't do clothes online.
No, I just know I'm not going to send it back.
I'm a short, chubby little person, and finding clothes that fit is a chore.
Your sweater looks almost like it was made for you.
I know, doesn't it? Look at me.
You goofball. All right. You got anything else?
I don't.
Pour yourself another beer.
We appreciate all of you that spend an hour or an hour and a half with us every 2 to 3 weeks or so.
If this is your first time, please subscribe. Hit like and subscribe.
Yes.
We are about 370 subscribers now.
Yeah.
Cool. So if we could
maybe we get to 500, we'll give away that.
Yeah, there we go. 500 subscribers, we'll do a giveaway.
Yeah.
I might even kick in a skein of yarn.
There you go. Everybody tell your friends.
Yes, please.
Yes.
And although we're not that active in our Ravelry group because we suck. We don't do show notes because we suck.
If you message us, we will answer you.
Yes, we will.
Relatively quickly.
Yep.
Within a day.
All I can say is if you're watching the podcast and you want to keep note of things, keep a pen and paper close by. And if you like that pattern, write it down because chances are, we just suck.
We're terrible at show notes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, we're all grown. And
You're going to pour yours in your lap now.
Woohoo! Woo-hoo. It's because my balls are hot. Oh my God. If y'all don't watch UFC, which a lot of people probably don't, I'm probably an outlier here, but I love UFC fights. I don't pay for the pay-per-views, but I watch Joe Rogan's podcast and he shows some. Oh, there's a guy the other day that was fighting Derek Lewis and he won. And apparently, I didn't see the fight, but apparently he took his shorts off, had his underwear on underneath it, took his shorts off, and the first thing Joe said to him is, "So Derek, why'd you take your shorts off?" He said, "Because my balls was hot." I about died. So now there's a t-shirt with Derek Lewis's face on it that says, "My balls was hot." Oh, it was hilarious. Every time I think about it.
Now I know what to buy her for Christmas.
That one or the one, I did find a t-shirt that says that shit'll block out.
That shit'll block right out.
Yep. That t-shirt or the My Balls Was Hot t-shirt. Of course, I could probably only wear that one to bed, but whatever.
Yeah.
If I get it, I'll wear it on this podcast.
There you go.
Yes, I will. Loud and proud.
Well, y'all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. We hope you have, if you want, all your family and friends around you.
And if you don't, we totally understand.
And if you don't, you'll be like me and the RO who sit home and
eat hot dogs.
Eat hot dogs and drink beer, wine, or bourbon and watch football.
Yeah, all my fam will be there, so.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
So you'll have to wear pants.
and not the balls of hot t-shirt. Although it would be funny.
Your mama would kill you.
Oh my God. I can see me walking downstairs with that shirt on. She'd be like, what is that? You're going to change clothes, right? Nope. And you know why?
Because my balls is hot. Cheers.
Cheers.